Now to New York, where President Biden addressed world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly this morning. The president delivering a harsh and direct message to President Putin, urging the UN to unite as Putin ramps up the war in Ukraine, calling up reservists in Russia and moving to annex large portions of Ukraine. Biden also addressed climate change and world hunger. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
A full day for President Biden at the United Nations headquarters in New York City. The president meeting with world leaders and addressing pressing issues like climate change and world hunger, announcing a commitment of $2.9 billion in global food aid.
We're also taking down the food crisis head on, with as many as 193 million people around the world experience acute food insecurity, a jump of 40 million in a year.
But the president's main focus in his speech Wednesday, Russia's war on Ukraine.
Ukraine has the same rights that belong to every sovereign nation. We will stand in solidarity with Ukraine. We will stand in solidarity against Russia's aggression, period.
The president condemning Russian President Putin, who has now ordered a partial mobilization as he tries to ramp up the size of his military, threatening the use of nuclear weapons.
Today, President Putin has made overt nuclear threats against Europe and a reckless disregard for the responsibilities of the non-proliferation regime.
We always have to take this kind of rhetoric seriously. It's irresponsible rhetoric for nuclear power to talk that way, but it's not atypical for how he's been talking the last 7 months.
Putin also moving to officially declare large areas of eastern and southern Ukraine part of Russia, planning to stage a referendum starting Friday, the U.S. slamming it as a sham. This all comes as Ukraine establishes a foothold in newly liberated towns in the northeast. President Zelensky is dismissing Putin's moves as noise and is thanking allies, including the U.S., for their support. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.